Something that a lot of people ask me when they're starting out doing balloon animals is, how do you blow up the balloons? Well, I'm going to show you. So, of course, you can use an electric pump like a Conwin or a Legenda. You can use a hand pump, right? This one I had, specially covered because I'm special. But you can have a hand pump, right? Or my favorite, my go-to is a Filbert pump. They also have max pumps. There's all different kinds of pumps. Again, I primarily use a Filbert pump. I also do always have a hand pump on me, but I also think it's important to learn how to mouth inflate. So I'm going to teach you today how to mouth inflate a balloon, okay? So a lot of people have a hard time just pulling out a balloon and blowing it up. I'm going to teach you how you can kind of train yourself to do it. So the technique you want to do is you kind of want to suck in your cheeks. See these dimples? Yeah, dimples for days. So you want to suck in your cheeks. Oh, I'm a dork. You want to suck in your cheeks and kind of blow narrow. A lot of people think they want puffy cheeks like they're blowing out birthday candles, like that's not going to give you the pressure you want to blow up a balloon. So you want to suck your cheeks in, think of pushing the air forward narrowly, right? And then what you want to do is you want to pull the balloon just at the start as you're inflating it. And then once you can see air's gone into the balloon, then you can relax it. Does that make sense? So you're gonna, just like that, okay? Now, if you're like, man, I have a hard time doing that, here's a good way to start. You can get your hand pump, right? And you can hand pump it part of the way, okay? And now that it's partially inflated, now you try and mouth inflate the remaining way, right? So you try and mouth inflate it the rest of the way. And then you can let some air out. And then you can try and reinflate it again. Because once the air's been put into it, it's easier to reinflate it than it is to initially inflate it. Does that make sense? And after you try that a couple times where you let some air in, let some air out, blow it up, then now that you've done that a couple times, try letting all the air out. Now try blowing it up. There you go. But I think mouth inflating balloons is a skill, is a talent that all balloon artists should have, because it's always great to be able to just have a couple balloons in your pocket, and even if you're not carrying a pump with you, you can just bust out a balloon and make a balloon for a kid real quick. But that's a way you can kind of train yourself, like baby steps, right? To mouth inflating is by hand pumping it partially, right? Mouth inflating it the rest of the way, then letting the air out, and then trying to mouth inflate. And then you can work your way up from there.